What are common mistakes in the Petroff structure? When it comes to the Petroff defense in chess, many players wonder what mistakes can be made in this solid opening. The Petroff defense starts with the moves 1 pawn to e4, 1 pawn to e5, knight to f3, and knight to f6. This opening often leads to symmetrical positions, which can sometimes feel like a draw is inevitable. However, both players can make errors that shift the game in unexpected ways. One common mistake is overcommitting to a specific plan. White may feel the pressure to create winning chances due to the symmetry of the position. This can lead to launching a premature pawn storm, which can weaken their position instead of strengthening it. It is essential to remain flexible and adapt to the flow of the game rather than sticking rigidly to a single strategy. Another mistake involves ignoring the principles of pawn structure. In the Petroff, pawns on d4 and d5 are typical. Players should focus on controlling the center and maintaining flexibility in their pawn structure. Neglecting these principles can lead to static positions that favor a draw, making it harder to seize the initiative. Underestimating black's counterplay is also a frequent error. If white overextends on the king side, black can challenge central control or launch an attack on the queen side. Being aware of these possibilities is vital to maintaining the initiative and avoiding a loss. Failing to develop pieces harmoniously is another mistake players make. Both sides must work to develop their pieces efficiently to support their pawns and control key squares. Ignoring piece development can lead to a disadvantage as the game progresses. To avoid these pitfalls, white should be prepared to respond flexibly to black's moves. Instead of sticking to a rigid plan, consider alternatives like moving the pawn to d4 early on to create more complex positions. Understanding imbalances is also important. Even in symmetrical positions, any imbalance, such as having a bishop pair or a pawn majority, can become a significant factor if exploited correctly. Finally, players should pay attention to endgame play. If the game transitions to a queenless middle game, knowing how to handle endgames with rooks and bishops can be critical. Small advantages can turn decisive in these situations. By avoiding these common mistakes and focusing on strategic play, players can improve their chances of success in the Petroff defense.